Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you tonight Mr. Gordon Chambers.
Hey baby, listen. I know we've been through this before, but I'm in the studio for a couple more hours. But I am coming through to see you, and I'll call you as soon as I'm done. I love you.
Gordon Chambers, great writer, prolific writer. I mean, he's just fabulous.
Gordon Chambers brings another level of honest music.
Love and respect to my favorite songwriter in the world. I apologize. Gordon Chambers.
You listen to Gordon Chambers, you're going to be touched with and inspired.
He's just a wonderful, wonderful talent, a wonderful friend.
To work with Gordon on his own project after being a follower of his music for so long, it was an honor.
I had been a big fan of Gordon as a songwriter before I even knew him as a person and as a recording artist.
Hi, welcome to Raw Urban Session. I'm Tiffany Frazier, and joining us today we have Grammy Award-winning singer, songwriter, and producer, Gordon Chambers. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
So you have had an amazing career, very successful. You've
Thanks.
worked with music legends such as Usher and Aretha Franklin, Chaka Khan, Isley Brothers. What has that experience been like for you, moving from working behind the scenes to getting in front of the mic?
Well, it was the best education, you know, having worked up and close and personal in the studio, and also as a journalist, because I'm the former entertainment editor of Essence as well.
Mm-hmm.
So having been behind the scenes as both a journalist and as a songwriter and a producer, I got to see really the sort of the stress, you know, that goes into putting a show together, not just the finished product of the performance itself, but all the pieces that are entailed. So when it was time for me to go into that mode of being the talent, I got to really have a full-fledged understanding of the teamwork, the pressure that one has to manage, and how humble one has to be, because, you know, when you get a chance to do what you do in front of, you know, thousands and thousands of people, it's a very humbling experience, because that's the reward, that's the dessert at the end of the meal, but the meal itself there's a lot of components to it. But I feel really like I was really well prepared from having a backstage view.
And your experience at Essence Magazine, you interviewed Queen Latifah, and that
Yes.
moved into you writing for her as well, correct?
Yeah, I was interviewing her for a story at Essence, and she liked the way I was asking her the questions. And she said, "Are you a musician?" And she said, "I want to hear some of your music." And it was one of those fine lines where I didn't know if that was politically correct to do so in my capacity at Essence at the time, but I took a chance and gave her a demo tape, and she loved what she heard. And she called me that evening and wanted to meet with me the very next morning, and 4 or 5 days later we were in the studio working on her album. We wrote a song together called Winky's Theme, and that was the first gold record that I ever worked on and the first Grammy-winning recording that I was on. And the buzz from me being affiliated with that project sort of led to me meeting more industry people. And then that was 1993, and in 1994 I had worked with a lot of other sessions with a lot of artists. A mentor of mine was the late, great Phyllis Hyman. And she introduced me to a lot of other producers, both Barry Eastman and Dave Hall, and they had me collaborate with them. So by 1994, I was nominated for 2 songs as a songwriter. One was Anita Baker's I Apologize, and then also was If You Love Me by Brownstone. And Anita Baker won the Grammy with I Apologize. So it was a quick, and this was all while I was still doing my day job at Essence. But I'm Jamaican, and my parents raised me that you have to have a couple of things going on. You have to have 2 jobs, or at least, or 3 sometimes, they say.
Always multitask, have
Yes.
things in your back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And we hear that Whitney Houston was also instrumental for you and your transition in your music career.
The one singer that I always wanted to work with most of all, out of anybody, was Whitney Houston. And I remember when I first got to the studio, she said, you know, and I said, "Wait, Whitney, I've been waiting to work with you a long time." She said, "No, Gordon Chambers, I've been waiting to work with you a long time." And we really hit it off, and we really instantly bonded and became friends, because she's from New Jersey. She's from not far from where you're from, actually.
Right.
And I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey, so we had the Jersey connection. We knew a lot of people in the common. You know, she loved Chaka Khan, I love Chaka Khan. Chaka's like my favorite singer, and is her favorite singer. So we really gelled. And by the time we worked on one album together, we worked on a follow-up album. And at the session for the second album that I worked with her back, you know, in 2004, that was her Christmas album. Mm-hmm. You know, I was singing her the bridge of the song the way I wanted her to sing it, and she said, "I think you want to do what I do, baby. I think you want to do what I do." And so I was like, you know, she put that bug in my ear that maybe it was time for me to take a leap of faith and start to jumpstart this crazy life of being a singer. So
oh, absolutely. I mean,
yeah,
that's a boost of confidence coming
Absolutely.
from Miss Whitney Houston.
Yes.
So you're going to be hitting the stage soon. What
Yes.
songs are you going to perform for us?
The first song I'm going to do in the set is Missing You, which is actually a remake of a song that I wrote in 1995 that was on the album from the film Set It Off.
Yeah.
And it was the final closing credit theme, and it had Brandy Tamia, Gladys Knight, and one of my favorite singers of all time, Shaka Khan. And I chose to re-record it because I wanted to do something as a dedication to two of my mentors in the business, who were Gerald Levert, the great R&B legend who just passed a couple of years ago, and Phyllis Hyman, who was the first person who really kind of jump-started my songwriting career. Because really, I miss them in a different way than I did even when they first passed, because as a performer, I've gotten a chance to really perform in some really established places, and I feel like if they were here today, they would have been very proud of me. And there's questions I would have loved to have asked them, because they always made themselves very available to me as mentors. And I miss them, and I think that a lot of R&B lovers miss them as well. So I wanted to re-record this as a dedication to them. So I'm going to share that with you guys. And, you know, if you're watching and you feel like crying, let the tears flow, because that's a part of life. You know, and if you're missing somebody, then this song goes out to you, and you could dedicate it to whoever's in your life as well. But we are going to do some of the more up-tempo fun selections from the album as well later. So
absolutely. Well, we're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with you here on the stage doing your thing, as you do so well.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That you'd have to go so suddenly, so fast. How could it be that sweet memories would be all that we had left? Now that you're gone, every day I go, life just ain't the same. So empty inside, my tears I can't hide. Though I try to face the pain. Though I'm missing you, although I'm missing, I'll find that way to get through. I'll find my way. Living without you, 'cause you were my sister, my strength and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by. Although I'm missing you, there were so many things that we could have shared. Time was on our side. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now that you're gone, I can still feel you near. So I'll smile with every tear that I cry. Though I'm missing you, yes I am, I'll find my way to get through. Living without you, 'cause you were my brother, my friend and my guide. Only God may know why. Still I will get by, 'cause we were the closest of friends. But I'm waiting for the day when I'll see you again, when I'm gonna see you again. I'm missing you, and you and you and you too. I'll find my way to get through. Oh yes I will. Living without you, 'cause you were my hero, with a heart open wide. Only God may know why. Still I will get by, though I'm missing you. Yeah, 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 yeah. But I'll find my way to get on through. Gotta get on through. I'm living without you, 'cause you were my sister, and my strength and my pride. Only God may know why. Still I will get by, though I'm missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you, missing you. You know that I'm missing you, missing you, missing you, I'm missing you, I'm missing you, y'all. I'm missing you, I'm missing you, truly missing you. I'm missing you too, but I'll be in heaven too, soon and very soon, 'cause I'm missing you, although I'm missing
And welcome back to Raw Urban Sessions, and we're here once again with Gordon Chambers, who just finished performing with us. Thank you so much, that was fantastic.
Thanks.
So for those of us who aren't in the music industry, can you kind of give us a background or a progress into what makes a song successful in your eyes?
There's so many levels of that. I mean, I think that, you know, to look on the charts and to see what's number one in the charts is certainly one barometer. You can't deny when the commercial appeal of something jettisons it to the top of the charts.
Right.
But that's not the only way. That's not the only way to judge what the success of a song. Because some of my favorite songs in life were album cuts. You know, things that just moved me from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I mean, you want it to have I think when you're talking about a great song, it's a great melody, like something that people can hear once, and even if they don't memorize all the words, but the melody moves them such that they can sing the melody. I think a great song has a unique twist, a new way of saying something, because it's really all the same stuff. I mean, like, what's really new in life? It's all on certain levels regurgitated, but when somebody can put a new twist to something, even recently with Neo when he wrote to the left, you know, put your bags to the left. We didn't think he was going to be talking about put your bags to the left, and that was the untrue word of a song, like the ending of a relationship. So just that unique twist of language and something that's deep and substantive and from the heart, you know, and has a great melody. I think that you have the recipe for a hit song, and if it's not a hit on the charts, then it's a hit in somebody's heart. And I think you can't ever refute the fact that what tugs on the heartstrings may not always hit the top of the charts, but they're equally important in a lot of ways.
Speaking of top of the charts, you have a new album coming out.
Yes.
What was that like, being back in the studio and working on this album?
It was great. You know, it was interesting because my last project, Love Stories, came out in 2007, and I really didn't realize that it had been 4 years. So by about like last year, I was like, okay, Gordon Chambers, you know, it's like it's been 3 years. You know, time flew by so quickly because I'd been touring constantly, nonstop, and doing all kinds of performances. I mean, I've done, like, you know, small intimate performances, like at dinner parties that, you know, like Star Jones had me perform at a dinner party for like 25 people. And I've sung at big major, you know, stadiums in front of 10,000 people in certain concerts, you know, outdoor concerts. I've sung at private events for, you know, at like things like the Congressional Black Caucus when I met Senator Obama. But I've also sang at, you know, small intimate churches. I've just been doing so many kinds of performances that the time really flew by. And what kept me also busy in the studio for the last 3 years is a lot of other artists asked me to be a guest feature on their record. So I was in the studio. So, but finally about a year ago, I was like, okay, Gordon, it's been 3 years. It's time to probably put some new music out, because fans kept writing me on Facebook and MySpace and like, okay, when? So that's when I started working with, you know, some producers and a bunch of really new producers that worked on this album that I had never worked with on any of my other 2 previous albums. And many of the producers on this album have never been on an album before. So this was kind of like a very fresh new sound for me, a fresh start. And the new energy of the people that I started meeting, some of whom are really quite young, was very energizing and very refreshing and had me approach music in a different way. And it was exciting for them to work with somebody who was so experienced as I was. So we kind of met in the middle. I think I brought the classicness and they brought the new cutting edge thing, and we met right in the middle. And the project is called Sincere. And I'm really excited for people to hear this particular album, because I think this is the most vulnerable and the most honest I've been lyrically on all my 3 albums thus far. Every song that I wrote was something that I had really lived life experience, and I wanted to really get, you know, share what was closest and nearest and truest to me, because living my life as a performer, what I find is that as a songwriter, I can write all kinds of songs. I can write songs observationally, I can write songs that just for fun, but the songs that I tend to want to sing live in my show are the ones that's something that I have lived through and that I really feel viscerally connected to. So I want to make a full album of 12 songs that really go deep.
So with the music industry changing and you coming into this project after not recording for several years, what was your thought process like? What kind of music did you want to bring to your audience? How has your music and writing changed, do you think, during that time?
Well, That's a great question. You know, my thought process, I mean, I think most artists are insecure. So every time you get ready to reveal yourself and put something out, you know, you feel like, oh my God, my life is ending. Nobody wants me anymore. You go through all of that negative crap. But once you get through that, you know, once you quiet that internal voice down, then you get into the experience of wanting to share. And I just try to share what's on my mind at the time. Every song that I wrote was really, that came to me on this album was whatever was on my mind at that moment. I'm very honest with the pen. When I get a track or I sit at the piano, it's like whatever I feel is at that moment is what I share. Because I feel like if God sent me that feeling right at that moment, whether it was joy, whether it was pain, whether it was sadness, whatever the feeling was, somebody else is feeling that same feeling. So my job as a songwriter is to capture that emotion, be as vivid and be as descriptive and as metaphorical about that moment. Capture that moment in time, put a melody to it, sing it, arrange it, produce it, put it out, and it's gonna touch people because we're all human beings. We've all experienced the same experiences. I saw the last episode of Oprah Winfrey's show, the very final episode, and she said something that was so moving. She said, I've interviewed over 20,000 people. She said, from rich to poor to handicapped to leaders of corporations. She said, and we're all the same inside. We all want to be heard and we all want validation. And I believe that we're all human. And so when I'm writing music, I'm always trying to be as human as I can be. And every song that I've written, you know, whether, you know, for my own projects or some of the big hits that I've written for other artists, I was always being very honest and true to whatever I was feeling at that moment. And I think that's what hit people's hearts.
So now we're going to go into the second song from your third album.
Yes.
And what are you going to be performing for us?
The next song I'm going to perform is called In the Light, which is kind of up-tempo, very fun. But it's seductive and it's very substantive, because if you listen to the lyrics, I'm talking about grown-ups taking a real stand for love, not just having, you know, relationships of convenience, but actually taking it to the next level. And I think this is a fun summer anthem, so I hope everybody enjoys it.
And what producers did you work with for this song?
This song was produced by a producer named Darian Dorsey, who also went to Berklee School of Music and graduated about 3 years ago, who's now living in LA, but at the time when he was living in Brooklyn, we recorded this in his living room on a hot summer day, not unlike this one.
Right.
Cool.
Well, we're going to let you do your thing on stage. Looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.
So do I. You're a go-getter girl, and I'm a go-getter guy. Yet I feel like you don't even try. You've got me wondering why, oh why you never ever met your mother. Why what we do is always under covers. I wanna hold your hand, so the world I'm the man. Our down low has gotta get up high. That's what we do. After dark, it's alright. But can I love you in the light? When the sun is shining bright, I wanna love you in the light. Feels get in the way, and we gotta gas up, can't fly away. But there comes a time, y'all, there comes a day when a man takes a stand, because it's time to say. And I've never ever met your mother. What we do is always undercover. I wanna hold your hand, tell the world I'm your man. I down low has gotta get I'm high. That's what we do, yeah. After dark, it's alright, but can I love you in the light? When the sun is shining bright, can I love you in the light? Hey, by your side, hey, and I wanna love you in the light, yeah. When the sun is shining bright, yeah. Wanna love you in the light. I wanna take you everywhere and show the world how much I care. Embrace you under blue skies. Show the world a brand new prize. 'Cause what we got, we just can't hide. You're my joy, my heart, my pride. And I wanna see you dressed in white. It's time to love you in the light. hold your hand, tell the world I'm the man in the light. Yeah, yeah, in the light. And just in white in the light. Yeah, 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 yeah. In the light.
Welcome back to Raw Urban Sessions. I'm Tiffany Frazier, and we are, of course, here with the fantastic Gordon Chambers. And we're just coming back from the last song. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing performance.
Thanks.
Now we're going into your third song on the album.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about the journey to creating this song?
Well, you know, this is the single from the album, and it's a song I deeply stand by. It's like medicine I want to give the listeners of it. It's called I Can't Love You, but the subtitle is If You Don't Love You. And it was one of those songs that I wrote it, you know, Darian presented me the track, Darian Dorsey, the producer. And this is what came to me. And at first I was like, oh, will anybody get this? Is it too depressing? Well, you know, but that was what came to me, and that's what I stood by. It's like, I can't love you if you don't love you. It's like we spend so much of our time and our energy giving all of our love, all of our passion, all of our creativity to everybody else, and we don't take the time to just nurture ourselves, to love ourselves, to reflect. And we have to do that because if you want to be present in life, you have to feel good about yourself, you have to feel well, and then you'll have even more love, more energy to give. So this is a song I wanted people to hear and to enjoy it and sing along, because it's a cool, fun song to sing along with, but actually take something back and listen and get some medicine out of it. And it's medicine for me too.
We're going to let you take it away and give us all a little bit of that medicine, but first can you tell viewers where they can listen to some of your music?
I am easy to find, y'all. Just remember 2 O's, Gordon Chambers. GordonChambers.com, Gordon Chambers on Facebook, Gordon Chambers on Twitter, Gordon Chambers on MySpace.
Very accessible man.
That's me.
Cannot possibly lose you. Well, we're looking forward to hearing from your last song, so if you can take it away. Thank you very much, and looking forward, like I said, to hearing more from you.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Raw Urban Session.
Peace.
Buy your gold diamonds, necklaces, and bracelets. Fly you to far away exotic places. I'll do whatever I have to do to keep a smile right on your face. But when I'm not around, remember, as you stare into the mirror, that baby, I can't love you if you don't love you. And I can't cry for you, can't heal your wounds. I could wipe away your tears, hold you right here, buy you pretty things. But the truth is that I can't love you if you don't love you. Oh, so beautiful, girl, you're a keeper. But I can tell your story, it runs deeper. I see you for you, but I'm not him, the one who hurt you way back when. I'll umbrella you through the rain, try to kiss away the pain, but baby, I can't love you if you don't love you, no. And I can't cry for you, can't heal your wounds. I can wipe away your tears, hold you right here, buy you pretty things. But the truth is that I can't. But the truth is that I can't. No. I'm a good guy who's trying to change your mind, the type of guy you never find so soon after. But joy can after you got it, but baby, you are still comparing me now. Maybe somebody who ever don't brought you pain. It's time to get up out of the way, 'cause baby, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't go through it. And no, 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 baby, I can't love you if you don't love you. I cannot do it. I can't cry for you. I can't heal your wounds. No, 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 no. I can wipe away your tears and hold you right here. For your pretty things, but baby, I can't. But baby, I can't. No, 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 and I can't love you. If you don't love you, no, 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 no. Can't cry for your girl. I could wipe away your tears, hold you right here, buy you pretty things. But the truth is that I can't love you. If you don't love you, you better love yourself like I do, 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 like I do. 'Cause I really love you, yeah, 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 yeah. But I can't love you if you don't